My parents were super hands-on up until high school. Well, even until now, actually. They're just mainly my mom. She's super controlling. From elementary to junior high, that's that period where you start understanding what cool is. You know, you start crushing on girls. You want to look badass in front of other guys, and that was a life ruiner. I mean, my parents always had the best in mind. It's just that the execution was off. I think what they thought was like, oh shit, he's growing his veins out. Oh, he's going to jail. Oh shit, I know he's going to jail. Or like, oh my god, look how baggy his pants are. Oh fuck, he's gonna kill someone. I know he's gonna fucking kill someone. So they're illogical judgments, but they think that by controlling as much exterior, they can control my thoughts interior. But Gio though, we had to talk about that one time, and she was saying when the kid's like young, she wants to preserve the cuteness and innocence. So if the kid wanted to have a straight mohawk when he was like 4, Gio would want him to wait till he was like in junior high or something, which I kind of understand too, you know, like it's like you only have a puppy or a baby or some sort of like infant form for such a long time, so you want to cherish that. I understand that too, but I feel like that's once again perpetuating what my parents put on me. Where they want to hold on to me and not let me grow. Maybe that's why I have tattoos now, you know? I always feel like people that have tattoos and piercings are beyond the norm. It's because when they were a kid, they were suppressed in the way they can express themselves. So when they get older, they actually have to overcompensate. And it's not a conscious decision, but it's subconsciously maybe that's what attracts me to tattoos. It's like
because you were always told you can't get one. So once you were able to get one,
it's like you subconsciously, or like maybe that's why I like cars that are so loud. Like not loud as in volume, but like I like some people are okay with like a Camry, you know, just a mild car. But like every car that I get, it's like it has to be a lifted truck, or it has to be a sports car, it has to be like me looking like. Maybe it's because all those suppressed years, like now I just have to express myself in any way I can.
Tell my wife that I always loved her, and kiss my dog, not on the lips. Bye. Get out of here! Get out! Second life.
How do you control Isaac's, basically his life, his social life? Do you pick out his clothes? Do you pick out his food? Do you not allow him to do stuff?
Well, okay, he's 6. So up until now, I have obviously done everything for him, but now he's in that like transition stage where he's learning how to do things on his own. So now I let him like shower on his own. Like I don't have to help him anymore. I just tell him like, okay, do this, this, and this, and you know how to do it on your own. And now he's starting to like dress himself, and it's funny because he likes to put blue on blue on blue on blue. So he'll wear everything blue, and yeah, like he knows how to like feed himself, like so I don't have to really like hold his hand that much anymore. So it's kind of weird for me because I'm so used to taking care of him. Now that he's getting older, it's kind of getting sad, but it's a good thing though, because then that means he's growing up and he's being more independent, and he'll grow up to be a good man one day, and I'll be proud of him. So
you're not the kind of person that would like keep your kid in a bubble and,
no, I want him to explore. I want him to learn and grow up to be a good man. That's my goal for him, to be a good man. I don't want to enclose him and control him, and like right now the only thing I'm trying to focus on, like to preserve his innocence. That's the only thing that I'm like still controlling. Like when there's people around and they're talking about inappropriate things, or like they'll cuss in front of him, like I kind of cringe. I'm like, oh, preserve his innocence. Like he's gonna be a kid only one time in his life. Like I want to keep him as innocent as possible. as long as I can, but not so close-minded where he's not gonna be able to branch out later on. Like, there's a time for everything, and right now, since he's still a kid, I still want to keep him innocent. But I mean, as he gets older, I'm gonna start talking to him about like things that he needs to know when the time comes up. So that's the only thing right now that I'm really trying to control, is like preserving his innocence. But I don't want him to grow up to be like a 30-year-old virgin or anything. Like, I want him to like explore and like, you know, have experiences in his life. But right now he's just a kid, and I want to keep him a kid.
Yeah, I'm on the move right now. I'll get back to you later.
I think my dad was a lot more free with me. He kind of let me do whatever I want. He like, you know, allowed me to explore. Bike riding, you know, it was much more open with him, and then like even with like my career choice. And it wasn't that my mom wasn't open about it either. She was open, but there was a lot more cautionary with her, like in her tone and the way she spoke to me. It was very, you can do this. But, you know, I guess one thing I never relate to is Asian kids that have very controlling parents, or just people with controlling parents in general. That's something I don't think I've ever been able to relate to, because I didn't grow up with that.
Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a dream come dreaming to me, and always say true. Every day, lovely, your own special way.
Oh yeah, they were controlling over everything. I remember in junior high, my mom would never let me wear anything that was like 2 sizes close to the actual size of clothing I would wear. So everything was always like extra baggy on me. They controlled everything, dude. Like I couldn't like pluck my eyebrows or shave my legs or do any of that until high school. And then they were completely against me cutting my hair like my whole life. So my whole life I always had long hair. And then I guess the first chance I got, I was like chopping it all off. I'm gonna show you, mom, dad. You're young, you're dumb, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm old and wise, and you live under my roof, so therefore you obey every single thing that I tell you to do. Well, now that I'm older, I am like completely grateful that my parents kind of preserved my youth, I guess if you will, because like the girls that were in my high school that were like wearing the makeup, wearing the skimpy clothing, going to parties, doing whatever they wanted to do, I want to say about like 90% of them are like tore up from the floor up, you know what I mean? Like, and like for me, I feel like, hey, cool, like I didn't wear that much makeup, I didn't like do fucking crazy partying, drinking, staying out late, so I actually don't look my age. So for that, I'm very grateful. But I feel like the way they did it was too extreme, and I always feel like there's choices. So if they would have been more like, hey daughter, what's the reasoning why you want to dress this way? And I would have been like, hey parents, this is what I want to do and why I want to do it. But I guess, because I didn't turn out bad, I guess they did a good job.
And to say that you have children now, what do you think, how you'll be raising them? Like your parents, or a little more lenient, or you're not sure yet?
Well,
When did your mom stop cutting your hair?
Word on the block is this skit's about you and your life.
what are you talking about?
Can you explain, go into detail?
Well, ever since I was little, my mom has always